What's going on, everybody? Sunday night for another 100 Days of Awesome live edition. And tonight, coming to you from the one and only Alexandria, Virginia apartment of us with my background. It's awesome. But I want to talk to you tonight about having conversations with Legos. Yes, I said Legos. You've probably seen me talk about it or post about it before. If you haven't, here we go. So, in one of the things I do professionally, is called facilitation. That's a different conversation for what that word means. Different life, different day. But what it really is working with teams and working through problem sets, working through maybe team building, a lot of different things. And with Legos, I was trained by a friend of mine who was trained in Lego Serious Play. And so understanding what it is using Legos to solve problems. And Lego Serious Play teaches all kinds of modules and all kinds of things. The ones that I know are more focused on team building and team communication and kind of the process setting up that way. But you can use them for rapid prototyping. You can use them for all kinds of things. Legos is not something that I played with a lot as a kid. I know a lot of people out there that were like, Legos. And I played with them. I like the big ones mostly. The small ones, I never really got into. So when I had a chance to start getting into them for work, I was like, hey, why not? It's awesome. So here's a Lego set I have built, usually behind me over here. This is my wife built it, so I can go fast because it's like a truck or car or whatever, or it's whatever you think it is, and that's the fun part about using Legos in a professional setting. Does a couple things. People are like, "Wait a minute," they start smiling, or they're like, "This is ridiculous. This is childish," and it kind of is. But that's the point. The point of doing these types of things, Lego and the other things I do with teams, is breaking you out of your normal, breaking you out of your cadence of this is what I do, this is where I go, this is how I do it. And using Legos is a fun way to do that. Usually start with a lot of stuff I do. Has this little kit here, and I use these kits, and they are all identical. You can buy them on the Lego Serious Play store. They're called a window kit. I have a good friend, John Holly, who has a way cooler bag than me. He custom made some bags so that people don't know what they are in front of them when they use them. But it's super fun. So a couple things, and if you're out there, hope you're having an awesome night. Let me know you're there. Say what's up in the comments. Because again, I only know you're there if you tell me. I can know later, kind of, but let me know who you are, where you're watching from, and what's up. So using Legos. So one of the things I use them for the most is team building exercises. And sometimes I know team building, I hate that buzzword. Like, let's do some team building. But you can use them to have conversations or help people say things they didn't know how to say. Now, in the kind of world that I live in professionally, a lot of that kind of stuff, facilitation, you're going to say words are good, pictures are great, and the way Lego says it, 3D is even better. Building something with your hands gets all your motor functions going, it gets it spinning, you can have all these different ideas, your creative juices are flowing. That's what Lego believes, and that's why they do this. And there are big companies out there that use Lego for everything. They have like rooms and rooms full of Legos. When they come up with a new product or a new idea, that's what they go to, and that's how they come up with it. So what I do with a team, one example I'll share is everyone gets a window kit. All the kits are identical. Advise them to keep them separately. And what we do, one of the exercises is it's more from the Legos got something called Build a Duck. And what I do, because that Build a Duck's an actual kit you can buy, what I do is build a frog. And I have the students take all the yellow and green pieces, and I have them build a frog. And what's really cool about this exercise is that every frog is different. Some people go from the front, like they build like a face just on the front of the frog. Some people build the whole body. Some people build it jumping. It's really cool to see how people do it. And the purpose of it is to talk about perspective as a team and call out publicly as a group how everyone thinks differently and have everyone just because you may have a problem or an opportunity at work, everyone's going to approach it differently. And we talk about this, and people claim to know this, but doing it visually with Legos is a really great way to have that conversation. It also limits the mind. It limits you when you only have this. When you only have this much time and this much Legos to do it. Again, it's another way to challenge the brain. Like, all right, how can I get creative here? It's not like I go build a frog with all the millions of pieces you can choose. You're going to choose whatever you want to make it perfect. But doing it this way makes you take what you have, what you're given within life, and a short amount of time. I only give them 3 minutes. Sometimes I only give them 2 minutes, depending on the class. And you build a frog. And it's all different. Talk about perspective, challenge yourself because you're doing things quickly and differently. Yeah. So that's Lego. There's a lot of different things I do with Legos. Maybe I'll talk about them later. Maybe I'll have a live. I know a friend that's doing a Lego series play online virtually. So they found a way to do it with one of the online drawing tools like Miro and Mural and stuff like that, and Bluescape. They're using one of those to do it virtually even. So that's pretty cool. But I like using Lego because I think it's a great way to have a conversation. It's fun, it's different, and you can learn a lot from it. And it gets your brain firing in different ways. So everybody have a great night. That's it for today. And we'll talk to you soon. Future 100 Days of Awesome Live. Lots of things changing. Our life's changing. Different things happening. Getting some guests lined up like I have had the last couple days. Getting more of those lined up. If you're interested and you want to be on and you feel like you have something to share, let me know. I'm happy to have that conversation, see if it fits for the show. Otherwise, have a good night. Be awesome. Be the reason someone has an awesome day. And